What happens when a king defies the Pope? The battle between King Philip IV of France and Pope Boniface VIII wasn't fought with swords, but with power, politics, and papal decrees. This showdown reshaped the balance between church and state forever. In the late 13th and early 14th centuries, Europe was dominated by two forces: monarchy and the Catholic Church. Kings ruled their lands, but popes claimed authority over all Christian rulers. When King Philip IV of France clashed with Pope Boniface VIII, it wasn't just a personal feud, it was a turning point in history. Philip IV, also known as Philip the Fair, was a strong-willed king who needed money to finance his wars against England. He started taxing the clergy, which angered Pope Boniface VIII, who believed only the church had the right to impose taxes on its members. In 1296, Boniface issued the papal bull Clericis Laicos, which forbade secular rulers from taxing the clergy without papal approval. Philip ignored it. Instead, he cut off money from France to Rome, forcing Boniface to back down temporarily. But this was only the beginning. By 1301, tensions escalated. Philip arrested a French bishop, charging him with treason. Boniface, outraged, demanded his release and reasserted papal supremacy over kings. In 1302, he issued Unam Sanctum, a decree claiming that salvation depended on obedience to the Pope, essentially declaring that all rulers, including kings, were subject to papal authority. Philip responded aggressively. He accused Boniface of heresy and sent his advisor, Guillaume de Nogaret, to confront the Pope. In 1303, Nogaret and his allies attacked Boniface in his palace at Anagni. The Pope was held captive and reportedly slapped in the face, an event known as the Slap of Anagni. Though Boniface was later freed, he died weeks afterward, humiliated and broken. Philip had won. The next pope, Clement V, was more compliant and even moved the papacy to Avignon, beginning the period known as the Avignon Papacy. This event marked a decline in papal authority and a shift towards stronger monarchies in Europe. This historic power struggle changed the relationship between church and state forever. Philip IV proved that kings could challenge papal authority and win. Meanwhile, Boniface's failure showed that the Pope's political power was no longer absolute. So, what do you think? Was this the beginning of the end for papal supremacy? Let me know in the comments.